Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Thursday, and we have some news to talk about. The Blade movie has lost another director, but is this the end of the line? Let's jump right into it. Alright, so more news has come out about the Blade movie, and it doesn't look very promising, but it still seems like it may turn out okay in the long run. So if you haven't heard, the latest in a long run of bad luck has occurred with the Blade movie. Another director has left this project. They have gone through so many directors and writers at this point that it seems like there's no hope at all for this project, even though a lot of fans really do want a new Blade movie. And at this point, it doesn't even look like Mahershala Ali is going to get a chance to play Blade, because after the 4th or 5th writing staff leaves and the 5th and 6th director leaves, everything kind of just goes by the wayside. But it's not quite that bad. These things do happen, and Marvel has had a very long run of not having these things happen, where they've had directors that stick with the project the entire time. Whereas if you know other studios and you know other movies that have been announced, you know that there's several projects that go through multiple directors and multiple groups of writers before they even come to your table, before they even come to a theater near you. And that's the thing here. Yes, it looks bad, but we also live in that world where we're reporting the news as it happens, where we are essentially learning about these things before we ever would have known. In the olden days of this happened, basically you might have heard about it on commentary. Oh, you know, this movie went through 7 writers and 4 directors, and 7 directors passed on it. You might hear that type of stuff on a commentary, but you wouldn't hear it as it's actually happening. So what exactly did happen here? So Marvel's Blade lost its 2nd director, Yann Diamage, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name. He has exited the film. And according to Variety, filmmaker Yann Diamage, who did Lovecraft Country, is no longer set to direct Blade for Marvel Studios. The long-in-the-works reboot of the vampire superhero franchise set to star Mahershala Ali. This is the 2nd director to leave the project, with Bassem Tariq exiting in 2022. Insiders say that Diamage departed the film amicably a few weeks ago, as development on the project has stretched over multiple years. Screenwriter Eric Pearson, who co-wrote the Fantastic Four for Marvel, is the latest scribe to take on the Blade script, after at least 5 other writers have taken passes on the film, including Michael Green, Stacey Olesi Kufer, Michael Starberry, Bo DeMeo, and Nick Pizzolatto. And I know I've butchered those names, and I'm sorry. But it goes on to say, while Marvel has not officially moved Blade off of its November 7th, 2025 release date, it's looking increasingly unlikely that this project will start production in time to make that date. The next 4 Marvel films on the release calendar, Deadpool and Wolverine in 2024, Captain America Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four in 2025, are either all completed, nearly completed, or well into production. And Disney CEO Bob Iger's statement in the earnings call on May 7th that the superhero shingle will release a maximum of 3 movies a year has farther elevated the pressure for Marvel to crank out titles before they are fully baked. Marvel first announced the new Blade movie at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019 after Ali met with Marvel chief Kevin Feige to pitch himself to headline a reboot of the franchise first led by Wesley Snipes in a trilogy spanning from 1998 to 2004, and far more of a classic horror film than any of the other Marvel protagonists. Blade, aka Eric Brooks, possesses the powers of vampires without their weaknesses, especially daylight, which wields his mission to rid the earth of undead bloodsuckers. In 2023, Ali told Entertainment Weekly that he was optimistic about the reboot's creative trajectory following its eventful development process. I'm sincerely encouraged in terms of where things are and who's on board and who's leading the way as far as writing of the script and the directing and all that, Ali said. Now, with that being said, this is bad, right? This is actually very bad that another director has left this project. Well, allow me to play devil's advocate, because a little bit ago, we had someone who met with Marvel. And that person is Jordan Peele. And Jordan Peele has made a career out of doing several movies that border on horror. And he was actually in Key and Peele. Jordan Peele would go on to direct films like Nope and actually write some of this stuff too. He is an excellent writer and an excellent director to boot. And to have him in this project would be a dream come true. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but this is something that I've heard a few other people speculate on because Jordan Peele met with Marvel a few weeks ago. That's right. Just a few weeks ago, apparently right after our current director for Blade left. Now, if this is the case, then this means the project could get underway, hopefully very quickly. And if it don't get underway very quickly, then I do worry about it moving forward. Mahershala Ali may not be Blade if the project gets delayed too much longer. Now, that doesn't mean that this project doesn't happen, because if this project is delayed long enough to get the right script and to get the right people behind it, then it's going to rock and it's going to be worth it. And that's what, as fans, we have to look at. Now, it is sad that this director is no longer heading up the project. However, the idea of a future of this project is not dead in the water. They are still very much, as far as we know, moving ahead with this project. Now, where it fits into the whole timeline of Marvel movies coming out, we have no idea. However, you can almost guarantee that it will have its place. They have not given up on this movie. And with this whole Jordan Peele coming in and actually talking to Marvel, what other projects would you expect him to take? What other projects would you like to see him head up at Marvel? Because for me personally, I do think that he would be a great choice to direct the Blade movie. His horror films so far have been pretty much a success all the way across the board. They have been a bit topical, and that's not a bad thing. And I do think that he could do extraordinary things with the character of Blade. But that's where I'm going to leave it off to you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that Jordan Peele would make a good replacement? Are you concerned about the future of this movie? And if it comes to pass that Mahershala Ali is out, who would you like to see replace him. As always, we want to know what you guys think, so make sure you are leaving us that comment in the comment box below, letting us know what you think. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends. They are definitely going to want to be a part of this conversation. Then don't forget to hit that like button. It is free and it helps the channel, and we really do appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers, and look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. Then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.